This right here is a fingerboard, and this is a 3D printing pen. So in this video, I'll be attempting to make a 3D printed fingerboard with a 3D printing pen. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I actually made this video back in like fall of 2020, but I feel like a lot of people didn't really see that video. I was a lot younger, that was like 2 whole years ago, so today I'm going to remake that video. Also back then, I was using a template from a 29mm fingerboard, which means it wasn't very wide, so let's remake it. Also, the new fingerboard drop is coming out soon, and you definitely don't want to miss it. I'm sorry to say, but it's not a split ply drop, but it is something else that's really cool. So new Gripsion fingerboard drop coming out soon. I'm so excited to show you guys what it looks like, so stay tuned. So if you've never heard of a 3D printing pen, this is basically what it is. First, I'm just going to explain what a regular 3D printer is versus a 3D printing pen. So picture this as the base of an actual 3D printer. Then you have the nozzle that shoots filament out, and you have like a thing attached to it like this. Very detailed representation, I'm telling you. Then you have your filament, which is attached to a wheel like this, and the filament is fed into this like nozzle type thing like that. And this heats up, and then the bed of the 3D printer kind of moves as well, depending on the 3D printer you get. And this is basically what 3D prints a 3D printed piece of 3D printed stuff. Very detailed, I know. But this, on the other hand, pretty much just does it all by itself. You definitely cannot get near as detailed with this as like an actual 3D printer. These are definitely really fun to play around with. And then you feed the filament through the pen like that. This heats up, you plug it in, and then it has like molten filament that comes out the end, and you can print stuff. So I'll be attempting to make a fingerboard with this. So I'm going to get the 3D printing pen plugged in so it can start heating up, and then we need to figure out how exactly we're going to do this. Probably should have thought of that before I started filming, but let's go. I realized that I normally use an extension cord because this cord is only like that long, and that's about how far away the wall is, so I can't really get too like close to the table. So let me just find an extension cord.
One eternity later.
Found it. Now that is plugged in. Now we can plug this into the plug-in. Boom. And now we can select whether we're using PLA or ABS filament. I use PLA because that is the only filament I have. And now it is heating up. I also need to figure out what color I want to do. There's so many options to choose from. Ooh, we could do like Gripsion blue maybe. Or last time I'm pretty sure I did like the bright green, and that was pretty cool. Oh, it's so hard to decide. I think I'm gonna go with blue because it matches the Gripsion, and it's definitely not because it's gonna look super good in the thumbnail, and that means this video will get more views, which means I can get more revenue, which means I can make more content, which means I can get more subscribers, which means I can get 50,000 subscribers before the end of the year, which is the goal for the channel. Bro, you think it would be because of that? Like, of course not. Now that my decision is made, we can clear that away because all we need is blue. Now the pen is heated up to the perfect temperature, so now we can feed the filament in. Why are zip ties so hard to cut? Like, that's all I want to know in life. I'll be 100 years old on my deathbed still questioning why zip ties are so hard to cut. And yes, my scissors do come apart. Because why not? Bro, why is it so hard to cut? Let's go! I really need to actually just get a 3D printer because I think it would be pretty useful in times like this. Now the filament is going in, and this will just keep feeding all the way through. I normally like to put the filament on my arm like this because then it keeps it out of the way, nice and easy to move around, so this is what I always do. ASMR. Amazing. So my idea for once this is finished feeding through is then I'll basically just trace on this uncut fingerboard deck like this, and then we'll have our shape. It's gonna start feeding through any second. So right now the last color I was using was black, and you'll see it kind of just transition into blue. Now we can just peel this away. If it will peel away. And there we go. So now time to actually do this. So something kind of special about PLA filament and also a lot of other 3D printing filaments is it doesn't really like to stick to anything except for itself, which means we can just freely put it on this wood and it'll just peel away once we're done. So now, time to just go for it. I'm just gonna make an outline around the board first. So let's go. I'm just gonna stop, readjust my position. Now I'm probably just gonna go back and forth until it's completely filled in. Doing blue this time. No, I was looking at the camera. I messed up. I had one job to fill it in, and I made the littlest little mistake there. I'm just gonna see if I can cut that part right out. Why did it have to peel right off? Wait, maybe this was actually a blessing in disguise. Now I can just peel it away and cut away the bad spot. No, now my printer is going to sleep. I always forget how tough this stuff actually is. All right, I think we are back to where we started. I messed up again. It's always when I look at the camera, I mess up. At least this time it's not quite as noticeable, kinda. We're pretty much halfway done. Now I'm just fixing some of the little mistakes I made partway through printing, and then we can pop it off and see what we get. Now I'm about to pop it off the board and see how thick it is. Feeling good so far. Okay, all right, still a little flimsy, so I might need to go back over that. Yo, the bottom actually turned out so sick. A couple little bits of wood in it, but I'm pretty sure I can just peel those off. But the texture on the bottom though is so nice. I'm just gonna go probably one more layer will do the trick, and let's see what it's like after that. So the board is now complete. So I realized just like a normal fingerboard deck, it's a good idea to have layers going one way and then others going the other way. That is how fingerboards are made. So I did the same thing with this. I went one way like that, and then I flipped it over and then went back and forth like that. And I'm pretty happy with the results, not gonna lie. So now time to get the holes in the board. So this is a fingerboard mold I have, and it has the holes pre-drilled on top, which means you can just put the drill bit right inside the mold with the fingerboard in it like that, drill the holes, and you are good. So I'll be using this. Line it up perfectly. When I did the second layer, the board kind of got a little bit crooked just because of how I was printing it. So I just need to straighten it out. Where's the board? Oops. The board is now complete. Now time to set it up and see what it's like to actually ride. You would not know this is 3D printed until you look close at it. And this honestly looks pretty good. I am so happy with this right now, but it doesn't mean it's good until I do the kickflip test. I'll give it one more try just because I have been using gecko tape for the past like month and a half, and I don't feel like that's fair because I really haven't used this grip tape in a while. I'm just making excuses here. Let me just do an ollie first. Yo, this grip tape now feels awful. Kickflip. There we go. This board is light. Like, I noticed that like instantly. Like, it wants to go higher than your actual pop. This board actually is not that bad. I was expecting this to feel like really cheap and stuff, but I love how this feels. I am amazed at how good this feels. Like, I was expecting it to just feel like really junky, really like lightweight and cheap. No, this feels like an actual fingerboard, maybe even better. Bro, I don't know what I just did. That was ugly. It was like awkward, high pop, shove it on. Stalled to get into the nollie position. The nollie was kind of clean. It was like nollie varial heel maybe. Actually no, I think that was like nollie varial flip. I don't know. That's why it was ugly. I didn't even know what it was. I've recently got decent at high pop shove-its. Like forever I've just been doing like those super small pop shove-its. Now I can kind of pop shove it like up onto stuff and kind of do it clean as well. Kind of like that. I don't know, just something I've been working on. Well, that is it for this video. I love how this turned out. That's all I have to say about it. And wow. And I'm still shocked at how well this feels. Like, it just feels so smooth. Maybe this is the future of fingerboarding. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate every single viewer who watches one of my videos, and I would really appreciate it if you just dropped a like on this video. No pressure, but I would just appreciate it, and it also helps out the channel just in the algorithm, so drop a like on the video. And if I land this varial heel, you have to subscribe. Okay, you don't have to subscribe. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in my next one.